Hey, my friends, let's talk a little bit about the power of meditation. So, for me, meditation does a couple of things. First of all, it relaxes you. So, anything works better when you're relaxed. Tension creates more tension. So, when we're having a conversation, it's better if we're relaxed. When we want to be focused, it's better that we're relaxed and not stressed. Our whole body functions better when we're not stressed. We die earlier because of too much cortisol, because of too much stress. So there's all these stress-related diseases as well. So stress is just a big thing. So first of all, we want to relieve our stress or relax. Second of all, we want to clean up our mind, let's say. We want to get everything processed. We want to process the day, we want to process the moment, we want to understand what to-dos we have, we want the mind to be focused. We do that through meditation. Because through meditation, we easily get a reminder of what we need. The mind will quiet down and will give the things that still need to be done or that it's keeping top of mind. It will basically signal those. And that can be very helpful. Sometimes I don't do that anymore, but I used to have like my phone close and I would write down some notes and continue meditating, for example, to-dos or other things. And also, you can get a lot of ideas and inspiration with meditation. So that is also a very big thing. I get a lot of intuition with meditation as well about certain things. Well, actually, it doesn't happen that much anymore, but it used to happen so much. And that's also because at some point, life can become your meditation. It can help you stay relaxed, but also stay focused during the day. Meditation becomes a part of you, you could say. You become a more relaxed, more focused human. And that is due to a lot of the brain changes that happen with meditation. For example, our stress center in the brain, correct me if I'm wrong, but probably it's the medulla. It can shrink up to and become 20% of its size, meaning stress doesn't hit us as hard anymore. Our prefrontal cortex, the executive functioning part of our brain, can grow quite a lot actually. So all these brain changes can happen due to meditation as well. Just like our me story, our me center, I think it was in the middle somewhere, basically becomes a lot less with enlightenment, but with meditation itself, it becomes already a lot less. So all these positive changes that flow into the rest of our lives when we're having a stressful conversation, when we're trying to do something for our job, when we're wrestling our children to school, when all these things, the normal things in life, become easier through meditation, because our calm also exudes onto others. Well, what also is very powerful with meditation is that it's a sort of self-cleansing thing. One of my teachers described it as that when you sit down after a workout, the body automatically starts to recover. And similar to that, when you start meditating or you stop stimuli, you relax, then the mind can start to unfold and relax and heal itself. So all these brain parts are starting to talk with each other in meditation. All these interactions are happening in meditation. All these intuitions might come up, but also Past memories might come up. Traumas or things that have been dormant can come up to be healed, to be processed. And when we are with our mindfulness, just being with those, we're automatically sort of cleansing them out. So meditation in itself is a sort of self-healing, self-cleansing thing. I really like Pascal's quote, and I'm probably saying it wrong, but it was something like, all man's problems derive from the fact that they can't sit alone in a room by themselves. And of course that is basically what meditation is you sitting alone in a room by yourself. Maybe you're doing this with other people as well, but I would suggest that you would also have it into a daily practice that you do by yourself. And why are so many people reluctant to do that? Is because they know that they will face themselves in meditation. That they become restless. That instead of then avoiding everything, because I saw this nice video today on Instagram where they said you can't smoke it away, you can't drink it away, you can't eat it away, you can't fuck it away, you can't energetic thingy away, right? The only thing to do is just feel it, right? We need to embrace our feelings. That's it. And by feeling our feelings and by not believing our thoughts, we automatically heal. So sitting down in meditation, we get perspective on the mind. We see the mind is continuously chattering. And it's not important. It's something we can just be with. It's not something we have to really watch very carefully all the time. We don't need to analyze our thoughts. We can just be with them. We are not our thoughts. It's also an insight that comes. We're not our thoughts. Thoughts happen. We're not our feelings. Feelings happen. Whether that's feelings from our past or feelings from our present, that doesn't matter. So, it's a self-cleaning thing. If you just commit to sitting as your only practice, then that alone will, or let's say has the potential to remove every limitation there is on the mind. It has the potential to remove all mental suffering. Of course, this is going to take years. And this is not for everybody, because not everybody wants to take years and work on themselves. Just like not everybody wants to go to the gym and have a six-pack for their entire life. Because that's possible. It's possible for you to always eat in a way and to always have a six-pack. I don't do it. I don't want it, right? And if it happens, fine. And some people are like that with mental health, of course. They think like, oh, I just hit a therapist and go. I just hit another retreat, let's go. I try to do these quick fixes, right? I meditate once in a while. Things like that. But to me, meditation, just like maybe working out, it's just something you try to do maybe every day, you know? Maybe not every day, but you try to be active every day with the body. Just like you try to be reflective every day with the mind. You try to give it space. You try to give it space away from input, which is what meditation is again. Right? Ignore the input, look inwards. So meditation itself can make your concentration way more powerful, because I can meditate easily with my children screaming in the same room. Doesn't matter. And not saying that to brag, I'm saying that because I've been meditating for 20 years. I don't mind anybody do anything. And yet, at the same time, sometimes when my wife comes into the room, I don't like to meditate because I'm thinking like, well, I don't want that. Of course, I'm still human. I'm not saying I have perfect concentration power or whatever, but just trying to say these benefits of meditation are amazing. And meditation starts out at something, just from the first time I meditated, I was like, this is nice, this is interesting, this is nice, this is new, this is cool. And it kind of creeps up on you, because what I never did, and maybe this works for you, maybe this doesn't work for you. There are things in my life that I like, and I naturally want to do them. When I don't like something, I naturally don't want to do them. It's normal, right? And you can make things into a habit. Let's say, for example, every night when my children are in bed, I clean the whole house. I don't vacuum clean or things like that, but I make sure, let's say, the kitchen is is clean in the house, like all the toys are in their right place and things like that. But this is a habit, it's something I actually had to work on a little bit. But meditation for me, I try to keep that as a treat. It's not something even in the moments where I was extremely doing a lot of meditation, because I've done 8-hour days of meditation even at home without a retreat, and that's for some people quite psycho, of course, but I think in the last 5 years I did like 1 to 8 hours a day, most days maybe 2-3 hours, but I never put like this strong number or strong habit things. I kept it as a treat for me. So I would advise the same. If you like meditation, just keep doing it. And, you don't have to force it in. You just do it. For me, what I liked always is my favorite moment to meditate is, well, actually I have 2 favorite moments to meditate. So either when my children are in bed or just after dinner. I meditate before I watch something with my wife or watch something by myself. And then I like to meditate when everybody's asleep. So I like to meditate from maybe my wife goes to bed at 10. And then I meditate from maybe 10 to 11, 10 to 12, 10 to 1. I've always liked that. This meditation thing, I mean, this is becoming a long ass video, sorry for that, but this meditation thing is just, it has changed my life. When I started meditating, I think for the first 5 years of my life, I meditated 20 minutes a day, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. Sometimes 40 minutes. I think before spiritual awakening, I didn't even go over 45 or 50 minutes. And it's totally fine. I mean, it doesn't have to be more than that. It did so much work. It did so much magic for me in my life. I owe everything to meditation almost. So yeah, there are other people that are saying like meditation, not really big fan, but I understand that. Why? Because it's such a confrontation with the self. I mean, I met my ego so many times because it wanted to do something cooler than sit in a room by themselves, right? But another part of me wanted this, needed this, like went so much all in, and that the deeper part of me was behind all this, you could say. So, meditation, like it or not, it's a great tool. Even if you're not interested, I mean, there are people that, let's say famous people that meditate for so long. I think like the biggest, almost most successful investor ever, Ray Dalio, I think he meditates twice a day for 40 years already. A lot of Jerry Seinfeld does the same thing. A lot of people do that. It's an amazing tool, but it's up to you. And I would say keep it as a treat and enjoy it. Much love to you. Bye.